Today I'm going to be replacing the exhaust manifold gaskets and a couple of the bolts that are broken. It's common in these HEMIs for the exhaust manifold to warp and break the bolts. So I'm going to remove the exhaust manifolds and we're going to remove any broken studs that are remaining in the heads. After the broken studs are removed, then I'm going to clean up the gasket surfaces on the engine head. I'm going to sand down the mating surface on the manifold and get that flat again. Once everything is nice and flat and cleaned up, then we'll bolt it in with some new hardware and put it back together, and it shouldn't tick anymore. I'll start it up now so you guys can hear what it sounds like right now, and we'll compare it to afterwards. I got the front end up on jacks. The first thing I'm going to do is remove the inner liner here. So I'm going to undo the bolts there holding the inner liner and any clips that may be holding it in. Okay, so I got the front up on ramps and I jacked it up a bit to give us a little bit more space between the wheels here. I'm going to take this inner liner off and then we'll start removing the manifold. There's a 13 millimeter here that we're going to have to undo. Alright, once you undo all the bolts on the perimeter and take off the splash guard, then it's only held in. By a couple clips. So I'm just gonna pull it down. Yeah, I got the whole liner undone. Now I'm gonna pull it out. Just hooked on there. The wire harness is clipped to it. I'm gonna unclip that. And then I'm gonna remove the inner liner on the other side too. Okay, I pulled the inner liner out of the driver's side. And as you can see here, we'll take a look at it and then we'll start undoing the exhaust here. We'll start with the two main bolts going into the manifold. And then we'll start taking off any manifold bolts that aren't broken. This is what the passenger side looks like. I'm gonna start removing these. The ones on the end are a deep socket 13 millimeter, and the ones in the middle are gonna be 10 millimeters. First, I'm gonna take the main bolts out. And those don't look too bad. They appear to be 15 millimeters. I'm gonna take those out and then I'm gonna start removing the manifold bolts here. And then we'll take a look at them and see what they look like. I'm clamping the nuts on the back end with vice grips. There's not much left of them, so I'm definitely gonna replace that with a new nut. Okay, once we have that undone, we're gonna undo the manifold to head bolts. We're gonna start with the edge of the heat shield. It's gonna be 10 millimeter nuts. And on this side, we're gonna also remove the engine oil dipstick. So I'm gonna get the two nuts that are holding it down on that side. And the one on the bottom there's broke off too, as you can see. So it's only the two front nuts I need to get off here. Once we get the heat shield part of it off, then we'll get the rest of the manifold out. The dipstick isn't fully off, but you can pull it away from the manifold a bit. And I'm gonna undo the rest of these studs and bolts in there, and then we'll squeeze the manifold out. All right, once you get all the bolts out of the manifold, you can try to wiggle it out now. It's gonna be a little bit difficult with this too, but we're just gonna move it around and pull it through here. Okay, I slid the tail end of the manifold back there, and then I was able to tilt the front so that I can get it out of this opening. Alright, I'm just gonna get the passenger side manifold off now. And then we're gonna get this remaining bolt. Alright, I got all the bolts out of this side. Now I'm gonna get it out. Thankfully no bolts were broken on this side. It was just leaking because whoever installed it must not have cleaned up the surface or flattened it up, because I can tell that it's leaking on the outside rings because the manifold is likely warped like they all do. So we're gonna check them and we're gonna fix the warp on them. I'm gonna take a higher grit sandpaper and just sand the surface that the exhaust manifold bolts on there so we can have it nice and clean. Thankfully, mine broke off with some of the studs sticking out, so I had enough stud to grab on with some pliers here. As you can see, it's moving. I'm gonna spit it all the way out. If yours breaks off flush on the engine, then I would suggest welding a nut to it or drilling and extracting the bolt. But since I was able to get these on there, I'm just gonna twist it out, and then I'm gonna finish cleaning up the surfaces and we'll reflatten the surface on these manifolds. All right, and here we have it. Both of the manifolds are out. So what happens is the middle bows in and the outside edges bow outwards, and then usually one or more bolts or studs will break. So now that we got these out, I'm gonna take them to the belt sander and we're gonna get these as flat as possible, and then we're gonna reinstall them with new gaskets and hardware. We're getting there. Alright, I was sanding these for a while and I was able to get the middle two cylinder holes smoothed down there because they're bowed out in the middle by quite a bit. So now that they're smooth, I'm gonna go ahead and install these back in there with a new gasket and tighten the bolts up, and then we'll check it out afterwards and see how it works. All right, I got everything bolted back up, so I'm gonna go ahead and start it now and check for leaks. Okay guys, as you can hear, it sounds a lot better now. I don't hear an exhaust manifold tick anymore.